One thing people always like to know is how much are they going to spend to get their logs milled. There's a lot of factors that go into that. But we're going to take today as a prime example. We had a guy drop off about 18 to 20 logs. Most of them average somewhere between 11 to 14 inches. They're not very big, but he just needs some 6x6s, so these are perfect for that. Needs some 6x6s and a couple trailer decking boards. So it's a great opportunity for him to get some very usable lumber from these smaller logs for his projects. So we're going to show you the whole process, what it looks like, and you can kind of use that to gauge what you'll get out of getting New River Farm sawmill to saw your lumber. Okay, so we just wrapped up that job. Again, that was for trailer decking, 6x6s, and then a couple other just 2x6 boards. So things that were important for this job, the boards needed to be straight, like 100% straight, and I ran every single board through the edger, and that cut out any curve. It got those boards dead straight so that when they all get put together, there's no gaps. So that was important for him. He brought them in a dump truck, so we didn't have to take any time to unload a trailer with the forklift or the loader. He's going to use these boards immediately, so he didn't need them stacked and stickered. Obviously, they need to be stacked and ready for shipment to load back on his truck, but they didn't need to be stickered. And then as far as milling, like I said, these are harder logs, so we got to slow down a little bit versus something like pine or hemlock or poplar. You know, we got to mill just a little bit slower. But he mostly had logs that were well sized for what he was wanting. He had logs that were about 11 inches. That's perfect for making 6x6s. We don't have a lot of waste. We don't have a lot of extra boards from it, but to make those 6x6s, he had the perfect logs for that. But he brought clean logs. There was no mud on them. There were no nails. There was no metal, so he didn't pay any metal fees or blade changes. But let's go over what we got here. So we had 57 2x6 by the average length was 10. That's 570 board feet. We got 11 6x6 by 8. That's 266 board feet. We have one 4x4 by 8, 11 board feet, and then 6 miscellaneous boards on top. That's 30 board feet. In terms of time, we had 20 minutes of prep, which was sorting the logs, moving the logs to the log deck, and then firing up the mill. We had 2 hours and 50 minutes milling. We had an hour's worth of edging time, and then we had 30 minutes in there towards the end and in the middle of stacking everything and getting it ready for shipment. So overall they had 4 hours and 40 minutes into this job, 877 board feet out of it. So he had clean logs, which produced clean lumber, and he got a pretty good deal at the end of the day. It works out to, you know, a little under or right at about 50 cents a board foot for white oak. I think he's pretty happy with that.